is super loud.
So we found this half cut down tree last night, and during the campfire just kind of broke it apart bit by bit, thinking that I'd take it with us, but it's not really worth it, and I'm pretty good at the scavenging thing. So happy birthday to whoever finds this. So this is my fuel cap. Those some poor suckers. Well, the bed just evaporates out of the tank a lot quicker if you forget that. With all these road shots, we've made it Norelle's job to make sure the windows are nice and clean. We just stopped in this little town so Norelle can get some work done. Anyway, just having my coffee, went for a little stroll, and noticed, I don't know if you can see it. Zoom in. No, it won't let me zoom in while I'm filming. There's an observatory right there. I think just attached to somebody's house, which is pretty badass. I want an observatory at my house. Just wrapping up some work here at this great German cafe. Definitely will leave a good Google review for them, but as I'm coming out to the car, there's another one.
So we stopped in this little town called Orderville, I think? Yeah, Orderville in Utah, in between Zion National Park and Bryce Canyon. We're on our way to Bryce Canyon right now, and had to stop to do some work, get some Wi-Fi, and all that. And I had this Black Forest ham and Gouda sandwich, which was amazing. Like they bake the bread right there. It's this place called Forscher Bakery. It's a German bakery. And the bread was like super flaky and crusty, but like also soft and not the kind that scrapes the roof of your mouth and hurts. It was just really good.
Yeah, so apparently the guy who owns it is from Germany. He moved out here 40 years ago, and I guess he was farming, and then he saved up enough to sell the farm finally, and then build the bakery about 6 years ago. And it's super authentic. He gets lots of people from Europe stopping in just on the way to Zion. And yeah, like we mentioned before, it seems like half the people in these national parks are from Europe. So he is raking it in right now with that bakery, and all that bread is made about 15 feet away from where you get to eat it.
Yeah, it's real good.
When you're stuck on hold but don't want to lose reception.
Others, please remain on the line. We're sorry, all associates are assisting others. Please remain on the line or press 1 to leave a message.
Sure. Check it out, guys. Our twin just showed up, number 44. Brady, you'll never guess who we just ran into. Check it out. What was your name again? Tom. Tom driving number 44, parked right next to our 43. Right on. This is small world, small world. So this guy was the one that was in the shop when we were picking ours up, and he was just coming out of Bryce Canyon, and we're on our way in. So of all the gin joints, of all the towns in all the world, we run into our twin. How cool is that?
Point Trail.
Okay.
And then look this way is the sunset, like sunsets over here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
Enjoy.
you.
All right, safe travels.
Oh my gosh, guys, that was the coolest ever. We ran into Tom, who's number 44, SUBOVERLAND. He's got a Yukon XL. And he saw us parked on the side of the road as we were waiting on hold for the bank. And he stopped, and like I looked up and saw SUBOVERLAND on the left and just kind of freaked out. But yeah, that was really neat.
Yeah, I'm posting on Instagram right now. I'm tagging SUBOVERLAND because this is crazy.
This is so awesome.
Small world.
Yeah.
Small country, but you know, national parks, when you got these rigs, And there's what, 45 of us probably out now?
Yeah, maybe 46. Who knows how quickly they're.
But yeah, he loves it. But we all, you know, have some time picking things apart and saying, oh, he did things differently here. We like this way, and so it's good fun.
Yeah. So what was super cool about running into Tom, number 44, SUBOVERLAND, was it's not only the one that is right after us, but you can actually see it gutted in, was it in the tour video?
I think episode number 2. Or episode number 1, where we're picking up our rig. There's a black one in the shop, and they're working on the electrical, and that's his rig, number 44. So he picked it up just a few days after us.
Right.
So that made it extra cool.
So cool. That made my day for sure. Maybe my week.
Yeah. He also had some good recommendations for what to see, especially like sunsets.
Yeah. At Capitol Reef, which we're going to after Bryce Canyon. So tomorrow. Yeah.
So it's amazing how there are tons of magnets and keychains and patches, but no good stickers. Or if there are good ones, there are always these generic ones like that. They're the same at every park. So we're just trying to find a unique sticker. And you wouldn't think it'd be that much of a challenge, but it is. What you got?
So these are all the stickers.
Oh, much better.
But I think one of these two, I like this one better. But what do you think?
I mean, this one looks kind of like one of the other ones we got. Yeah.
I just like the colors.
Yeah, okay. Let's get that one.
Unless you see something else.
I guess I spoke too soon.
Yeah, see,
not so hard. Yeah, see, these are everywhere. These are everywhere. And then this kind of format is so like 2004. Like that's.
I've seen this one before too.
There was a Bush campaign sticker I had that was the same shape, just like these.
These wood stickers.
Just to clarify, I would not have voted for Bush again if we were doing that over. While Norelle's in line, I'm gonna check out the museum part of the visitor center, see if there's anything cool. They got dinosaur stuff, fossils, footprints. Looks like an alligator head, maybe. It used to be. I mean, this is not the original thing. It's a plastic reproduction, but yeah.
Well, I don't have any pockets, so you take that.
Thank you. Don't mind if I do. No bubbles this time?
No bubbles.
Awesome. All right, just having a quick snack here at the visitor center. We just got the sticker. Well, technically we should wait. No, I mean, the visitor center closes, typically around 5, and we're always just getting out of the park. So better to pick it up first, and then we're gonna drive through the canyon and just kind of get a buffet overview of everything that's here, and then we're gonna drive back this direction because you can't get out of the park that way, and just kind of stop off at a few cool spots, maybe go for a short hike if something appeals to us. And then I do want to set up camp a little bit earlier today than we have in the past, make sure that I have some reception so that I could get some work done, just because Norelle was hogging the computer all morning at that German bakery. I'm just kidding. She needed to get it done.
So we're currently doing the scenic drive down through the park, and it's an 18-mile down and then 18-mile back. It's
what they recommend.
Yeah, it's what they recommend. And at the end of it, there's a short 1-mile loop called the Bristlecone Loop, where you can get a bunch of views and stretch your legs and all that.
And brush your hair, obviously.
Right, of course.
Okay, so that 18-mile scenic drive is a little bit of a misnomer. It's an 18-mile drive with a bunch of scenic points you got to get out in order to see anything. So that's, I think, why they recommend you go all the way up. We're going to do this loop up here at the top, and then we're going to go down and stop at some of the scenic views on the way back. So this is easily the windiest spot we've been to on this whole trip so far. And also, apparently apparently the temperature swings a lot from day to night, so should be interesting. But apparently that's one of the causes of the erosion that creates the, what do they call them? Hoopas? Hopas?
Hoodoos.
Hoodoos. Me do? You do? Hoodoo. Hoodar. Another thing I want to know is if I find a dinosaur bone, do I get to keep it? You think I'm joking? I'm serious. This is the best jacket for this kind of weather though. I knew I wanted a bomber a couple years back. My dad always wore bombers, and I figured, yeah, you know what, it's part of the family style. So I actually ended up figuring out what jacket was issued on the USS Lexington that my grandpa served on, and ordered it directly from the Navy. And let me tell you, it can hold up against the breeze on top of a flight deck in the North China Sea, so it can take wind like this. Norelle looks confused, like she can't find the trailhead. It's right next to where we parked. Ready?
Ready.
All right.
So, I'm hoping you can pick this up. The wind is super loud. It's just like roaring through the canyon.
Ate its twin. So on the way in, we passed a sign that said the elevation was 7,777 feet. I'm a little winded. Yeah, it's closer to 8 up here. You'd think we'd be getting used to these high elevation walk in the parks. Walks in the park? Yeah, walks in the parks. We'll go with that. But no, it's still tiring, especially this wind. It also doesn't help that I have to keep up with somebody with 37-inch legs. And now she's taking work phone calls from the top of a mountain. So it's not that I have anything against Cruise Americas. It's just they seem to have a total monopoly in the entire market. And they all look exactly the same. And they just seem to lack creativity in the whole thing. So it's fun to hate on them.
So currently a little bit windblown, but no more worse for wear. Got a phone at the bank, and the idiotic rep I spoke to the other day, turns out, well, he was right. I don't have a login to the bank, but I had been using Danny's, and they were foolish about that. So we are all set and should be good to take care of the things we need to take care of from here. But yeah, I'm glad that work call is done, and I'm glad that I didn't have to wait on hold for literally like 2 hours. I did wait on hold for like an hour and 40 minutes, but it would have continued until now, which is like another hour and a half later from the point that I hung up. So glad that's over with.
So we're now at Inspiration Point, and hopefully it'll be a little bit less windy, and then after we see this, we're probably gonna head a little bit towards the end of the park and figure out
our campsite for the
figure out the campsite for the rest of the day. So this is Inspiration Point. I'm inspired. Are you inspired?
Totally inspired.
Yeah, but to do what?
I don't know.
I want to say paraglide. I'm inspired to paraglide.
That would be terrifying.
Or parasailing? Wait, which one's the one with the kite as opposed to the parachute?
Parasailing, you're connected
Hold
to
on.
something, I think.
What do you guys think? Is it parasail or which one is it?
Or what?
Well,
Paraglide.
If I want to like go out on a big kite.
I think that's parasailing, the big one.
I think you
Or-
should
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, see?
Parasailing, it's
I'm
like
just saying, like, this thing has to inspire us to do something. And if it's inspiring me to parasail, a paraglide, or just
Oh, just kiss her and be over with it.
through that line.
Maybe I am.
Yeah.
That was Bryce Canyon National Park, and tomorrow we will be heading to Capitol Reef National Park, but on the way we're stopping on some BLM land to camp near a little creek in another little
And this is the
mini
first
canyon.
time we've set up camp before sunset, so we're gonna like take some time and like.
Yeah, it's 3:20 right now.
You guys see how much of a mess it is back there.
It's
We
a
gotta
total
clean this
mess.
up.
I need to do some housekeeping, and then we'll probably arrive just before 4, so plenty of time to settle in and relax a little bit this evening.
So the T-Mobile map that says where they have 4G let us down. Said that this place, which is where we were gonna camp tonight, had reception, but nope. So we're gonna keep going down the road and see what we can find.
So camping spot number 1 was a failure. Thanks, T-Mobile. But we found a different one that has on Camp NDM. It's BLM land. It's on Hole in the Wall Road or something like that. And multiple users on Camp NDM have confirmed that there is cell reception there.
We're gonna have to do a separate video that explains how we find these campsites and free Wi-Fi and
Yeah.
the whole setup. But
Totally.
either way, 18 minutes ETA.
Yep. We'll be there soon.